Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, in the Daily Nation, December 14th, we had a story published with the headline, Fees Shocker for Varsity Students. We are in William Ruto's government, and it is emerging that university students will have to pay for their school fees the way the CS for Education Machogu had said. At first time he came and later he denied the statement that he did not mean what people were trying to interpret. But it is emerging clear that students should prepare to pay for their school fees. From the time William Ruto took over office up to now, it's like any privilege that was there to cushion poor of the poorest, the needy, those people who cannot afford. It's like he's scrapping everything, and it is just you and your God, no one else. That's the situation that we are in now. So, I just want to use this opportunity to remind you some of the subsidies Ruto has removed, and of which, to me, I feel that Ruto is suffocating the poor. The needy have nowhere to go. They have no one to cry for. And this is the Kenya Kwanza government. But just a quick reminder before we go into this, just for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, just consider subscribing. Channel subscribers, thank you so much, and all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Now, the issue is that, number one, the university funding for the Junior Advisory Board is going to be cut. Jump. So, expect reduced amount. Number two, subsidy for secondary school has been removed. It's like a joke. They said parents were paying like half of the school fees because the terms were short due to COVID, but now they have to pay full amount. The truth of the matter is that parents are going to pay money. Before, Kibaki came with this issue of secondary school education subsidy was started by Kibaki. In primary school, it was almost like free because they were giving even books and pens. But now, if you have been paying a school fees like halfway, it means the government was paying the other half. It was paying like 22,000 there, and then the parent will cut off for the remaining fees. For those who have been in day school, it's like the government is paying almost to everything. That means even if you are coming from a humble background, you cannot raise school fees. There was hope that your daughter or son will make it to high school. That is the truth of the matter. And through the subsidy, even it was easy for the principal in school to help some of these families so that the students who are doing well can at least have enough time to study. We are back to Moi era. In fact, even it might be just worse than the Moi era. Now you have to prepare. The subsidy is not there. As you celebrate this Christmas, prepare for school fees. They have cut off. The 20,000 that the government was giving is no longer going to be there. So stay being aware of this. And this is the hustler's government. A man who promised to make life simple and affordable for the poor, needy, and those who are down to earth. Today, actually, he has frustrated these people. He is really exploiting them. Another issue was about subsidy on fuel. Before Uhuru exited the office, we had fuel subsidy. Wakati Mheshimiwa Ruto alikuja kwa ofisi, alitoa fuel subsidy, ikaongezeka na 49 shillings. And then later, it was like he was mocking Kenyans because now he came and removed 1 shilling. Wakasema sasa wamepunguza bei ya mafuta. And that time, Senator Cherargei came out to glorify that move. A president who come and add 45 shillings, and then later he come and subsidize with 1 shilling. And you want people to glorify that? Umetoa 49, alafu kaleta moja. This is William Ruto for you. And you know, when you touch on fuel, literally you are touching on the entire economy. Because fuel is going to dictate whatever will happen. The other prices of commodity will depend on the price of fuel. As simple as that. The other issue was, of course, the subsidy on electricity. William Ruto quietly removed the subsidy on electricity. Now people are crying. The bills are going high. But we can understand. The movement he added the price on fuel. What did you expect? Because now generators are using fuel. So he removed that. That means in as much they are fighting to connect electricity to the last mile, it is going to be hot air. Because even if you will connect the poor with electricity and they don't have money to pay for that bill, because now the bill is high. So what have you helped if you are not mocking the poor? Mungu inafaa shughulikia watu kama hawa. You should not mock the poor, the Bible says. Now, another issue which is also just ridiculous. There was cash transfer for the elderly. Linda Mama. First of all, it was elderly cash transfer and Linda Mama. Now, with the elder transfer, wazee wenye wako na miaka 70 years, 80 years, they were literally depending on this money, cash transfer. Now when they get to the bank, wanaambiwa pesa haikukuja. Sasa hawa wazee wanashinda hata kurudi nyumbani. How will you go back home, sure? This money was really helping them, at least to get a meal and sort out other small things. Sasa, this bracket of our society is suffering. It's like there's no one who wants to care about them. It's like this government has forgotten that we have old men and women in this country who have no any other means of earning anything. Widow and widowers who really depended on this money. Yes, to some extent, we have people who are taking that advantage of this money. But in really sense, this money to some huge amount, it was helping the people who are in need of it. Kulikuwa na corruption kiasi kwa kiwango fulani. But in the bigger percentage, it was helping. So tell me, in the current situation we are in now, where everything is expensive, basic commodities, the price has skyrocketed, and now this is the situation we are in, and we have this group of the community. Hiki kizazi cha wazee watasurvive namna gani in such harsh condition, whereby even unajaribu kutoa ile nyama ilikuwa kwa mdomo yao. What Ruto has done is just to remove the meat from the mouth of these old mamas and the wazes. Now, another thing is to do with the kazi mtaani. This one was stopped. And this was to cushion the youth. Actually, it was not meant to employ people, but it was just a means of reaching out to the youth who are unemployed. Just trying to help them to get something so that these people will not involve themselves in other activities which, yani kama wizi, ama ile hali sasa kwanza kuvuta bangi, kukunywa pombe, because now you are hopeless, you don't have money. You will engage in unlawful activities. This kind of activity was meant to keep them busy and make them earn something. The president had people who advised him to have such a thing. But Mheshimiwa Ruto wakati alikuja, aliona hiyo ni kama ujinga. But during campaign, he used to tell the youth that kazi ni kazi, wera ni wera. Hapo ndio tuko sasa. So what can we do? December is here. And next year is January. So prepare for school fees. The only thing that was trying to equalize the poor and the rich, it was education. Because if you have your son or your daughter, mwenye anaweza perform vizuri, he just passed well, there was a guarantee she will get to a university, and of course, she will finish her degree, and then from there, she can maneuver here and there. And of course, it was the only equalizer between the poor and the rich. So education is going to remain for the rich, those who can afford, those who have it. But those who don't have, they will have no means to survive. We are going to raise a community that is going to have so many people who are uneducated. Sasa walisema ya kwamba mambo muhimu wakati tulichukua wanaita namna gani, how do you call it, independence, ilikuwa ujinga na umaskini ilikuwa iondolewe. So literacy is going to be glorified, and Ruto has suffocated the poor. I don't know where we are heading to, but for me, I pity my fellow Kenyans who cannot afford, and those who are in school as of now.